The Statue of Liberty is one of the most recognizable icons of the United States, representing liberty and escape from oppression for people around the world. To commemorate the centennial of the founding of the United States, and was a gesture of friendship from France to America, Frederic Auguste Bartholdi sculpted the statue, and Alexander Gustave Eiffel, the designer of the Eiffel Tower, engineered the internal structure. Total cost, $250,000. Stone tablet close to her body in her left hand and a flaming torch high in her right hand. The tablet bears the date July 4th, 1776, commemorating the flame of the torch, which is coated in gold leaf. It stands atop a rectangular stonework pedestal with a foundation in the shape of an irregular 11-pointed star. It's 1 inch tall, with the pedestal and foundation adding another 154 feet.
It looks more like a cluster of brilliantly colored hot air balloons than a cathedral. This is St. Basil's, or the Cathedral of the Intercession of the Virgin by the Moat. This flamboyantly shaped and colored building is one of Russia's most important churches. The cathedral was started in 1555 as 8 chapels built around a larger 9. There have been several theories about the design of St. Basil's, but no certain answers. The cathedral has had several additions, and the whole church narrowly escaped destruction under Stalin. St. Basil's is no longer a church. It now operates as a museum.
The Great Sphinx of Giza is the largest monolithic statue in the world, standing over 20 meters high and 73 meters long. It is one of the world's oldest statues, but basic facts about it, such as when it was built and by whom, are still debated. It is commonly believed to have been built by ancient Egyptians of the Old Kingdom during the reign of the pharaoh Khafra, well over 4,000 years ago. However, some argue that original statue predates the Old Kingdom period, and the human face was added much later, after the initial construction. The 1-meter-wide nose on the face is missing, and it appears that it has been chiseled off. An Arab historian writing in the 15th century attributed the loss of the nose to a Muslim who was outraged by the local peasants making offerings to the Sphinx in the hope of increasing their harvest. According to the story, he was later hanged for his act of vandalism.
Colosseum in Rome. It was the largest amphitheatre in the ancient world and is still a prominent landmark in the Italian capital. The construction of the Colosseum is said to have begun around the year 70 AD. At the time, amphitheatres were built against hillsides to ensure stability. In Rome, they set to building the first freestanding amphitheatre. The nearly 50-metre high and over 180-metre long complex held around 50,000 spectators. The best seats were reserved for senators and guests of honour. Nonetheless, every Roman citizen could attend events here for free, for the Colosseum had a political function as well. Under the arena there were gladiator schools, animal cages and storage chambers, all connected by a network of corridors, secret passageways and trapdoors. Audiences could enter the Colosseum through 80 entrances, making walks to the seats short. The programme included everything from early morning venations or animal hunts to gladiator fights. But there are also records of executions performed here. For over 400 years, fights, bloodbaths and death were normal here. Just how many people actually died here is still a matter of conjecture. All we know is that it was no small number.